Driving to gig number 2 for the weekend. You know, I played at Flinchy's last night from 8 to 11 p.m. A little bit later show than I'm used to as a solo act. Usually we're 6 to 9 or 7 to 10 or 1 to 4, 2 to 5, right? These 8 to 11 ones, they're more reserved for bands and all that. So my set list was dance music. Soon as I step on the scene, I'm hearing hoochies screaming, feeling for money and alcohol, the light for the west side, playing with counts down the strong bar. And fun stuff like that last night than it was heartfelt ballads. But today, you know, I'm playing noon to 4, but the commute down to the place I'm playing is an hour and a half. So I'm leaving my house at 9:30. It snowed last night. Taking in some of the views on the way here. And, you know, playing this Retro and Reefer Fest today down in Maryland because weed's legal in Maryland now. So it's sponsored by a brewery and it's sponsored by a media company, and they're releasing a strain from one of the dispensaries down there. And it's also this retro flea market, which is really cool. I'm hoping to score some stuff there myself. So yeah, I'm excited. You know, Flinchy's last night, one thing I wanted to say about it, I had a chance to tune in my X-Air mixer. So if you guys don't know what X-Airs are, they're by Midas now. Behringer was the people that used to make them. And I have the Behringer version. And they're this digital mixer. And I don't really know that much about it, but one of the ways to find out things, I experiment at the house, but in a live setting is a good spot to, as long as you're not just constantly getting feedback, it's a good chance to try everything out. So quite the learning curve on that thing. But I'll be using that today as well, so hopefully we'll get some clips from that. All right, I'm gonna drive. You know, one of the things that I like to do while I'm driving, besides do all the warm-ups and stuff, is use my vocal mist. I'm not sponsored by them in any way, but they look like this. And put it on. It's a vaporizer it's like a personal vaporizer that's a travel thing. It charges, put some solution in it, and it helps to hydrate your vocal cords and open everything up a little bit. It looks really weird when you're driving past people, but it works really well. So I'm gonna throw that on my face and freak some people out. I swear to God, I-81 is the longest stretch of the same looking highway I've ever seen. Here's a poll question. If you play music for a living, do you listen to music while you're driving to and from your gigs, or are you in complete silence like a psycho, like me? Drop that in the comments. All right, 20 minutes out from the venue. That means time for vocal exercises. Mommy made me mash my M&Ms. Getting ready to pull in the parking lot here. Let's check this out.
You can flag it in for our next video. We're going to go downtown Hagerstown and give out dollars.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy. See, that's just the guy who's crazy.
sky was gold. In this rose I was taking tips out of the windows, and I wish I could get back there, someplace back there. So under the pictures you would take to a crystal meth and lift you up until your break it won't stop.
Well, I'm taking to a whole new era. G-funk stuff for this Iberia funk on a whole new level. The rhythm is a bass and the bass is a treble.
This is just something about the sky. Up from which you move around beside me. Always light it up and electrifying. Even every night I get so Friday, finally.
Oh, hey, thank you. Awesome. All right, time to head home. What a packed house today. And a weird event, right? Because I had a group of people, probably 8 people, that sat in the room where I was and just kind of clapped and had fun. But for the most part, people were just not really hanging around too much in one spot. But at the end, I was just kind of walking around talking to everybody, and everybody was talking about how much they enjoyed the music. And the guy that booked me, Jamie, shout out to Jamie at One Room Media, you know, he said, hey, from now on, we're going to use you for events, which is dope. I also played some reggae songs, you know, a little bit of Stick Figure and Ayaterra and the Elevators and Dirty Heads and all that stuff that I'm working on with the band. And the owner of Simple Pleasures said that he's going to, you know, look me up for future events as well, because I play a ton of reggae. And, you know, if you own a marijuana dispensary, I might be a good choice for keeping your clientele happy. But what a day. Now, you know, hour and a half drive home. I'll do some cool downs for my vocals, which is usually just humming and lip trills. And then I'll call it a day. Spend some time with Steph. I got a live stream to do tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching and hanging out for a little bit on these kind of gig wrap-ups that I do. Lots of things coming up. In case you don't know, I have a podcast, Solo Musician Podcast. Check that out on Apple Podcasts and Spotify and all over the place. Next weekend, I'm actually going to see one of my friends do comedy, Pat Garrity. He's going to be in town, so I'm hoping to get a couple videos of him and kind of show you guys the world that guy lives in. He's a real road dog. He's constantly on the road. I mean, he lives in his car almost. So I'm excited to reconnect with him and see some comedy next week. So, all right. Have a great week, guys. See you soon.